Welcome to the Ian Beckles Show. This is the Ian Beckles Show, from the field to the mic. Yeah, you already know.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of the Ian Beckles Show. My name is Ian Beckles, and first we're going to pay some bills. This show is powered by my people at Maney Gordon. You can check them out at fightnegligence.com. All right, it's a special edition because, as you can see, I'm adorned in my IU gear with my IU helmet from back in the day. It's a big day for us, and I can say us. It's so funny is the normal fans will say we and us, and everybody will joke about it. Last week I was walking around like this, and I was called fair weather. I'll be damned. I wore the damn colors, and I even captained the team, but I still got called fair weather, but somebody who didn't even play sports. So, you know how that goes. Anyways, not a big game, huge game for Indiana tonight. The great Warren Sapp, one of the big names for the Miami Hurricanes. Warren and I have a $100 bet. He hit me up this morning. Didn't ask for any points, which I thought was nice. Thank you. I appreciate your money, Warren. Listen, my thing with games is I'm not a prognosticator. I'm not the person that thinks that they know. I'm not, okay? And if you ask me, do I think Indiana's going to win tonight? My answer is hell yeah. Okay, so that's not because I'm a homer, because I'm not. It's because I watched every game that Indiana played this year, and there's nothing that I've seen to make me think that they're not going to win the game tonight. They may lose, okay? Look, Miami Hurricane fans have seen pretty damn good teams lose, all right? So you guys know you have a chance, all right? But listen, me and Warren got a $100 bet. He showed me a video. He sent me a video of him looked like purchasing about 10 pounds of stone crabs for tonight. I don't got money like that. But I might get some chicken wings or something to put it on and bring some people over here by the Dignitary Cafe. But let's hope that all works out, and I'll give you my my prediction at the end. All right? Now, if you talk about rosters in that game, Indiana's roster is as good as I've seen in a while. And like when you talk about Alabama teams and LSU teams and Miami Hurricane teams of the past, you really look at them and go, God damn, look at all those great NFL players on those teams. I'm not totally sure that's what Indiana's about to do. I'm not sure. I'm not sure Indiana's full of great NFL players. But as far as college goes, there's been very few teams that have been this complete. And what I mean complete is usually a team is either good on defense, good on offense, got a lot of speed, you lack somewhere, you got a few deficiencies and liabilities. Indiana doesn't really have that. Once again, this is not me saying they're not going to lose, but Indiana doesn't really have a liability. I mean, you could listen to the teams that they play against, and they got one of the better quarterbacks in the world. They got 3 good receivers. That white kid, Becker, I don't know where he came from, but he might be the best out of the 3. Surratt's one of the better possession guys. Cooper is nice. They got 2 running backs. And, you know, as far as statistics go, usually you could look at a team and say, well, they're not great at this or they're not good at this. Like Indiana ran the ball. They stopped the run. They're good on third down. They're good against third down. Like, they're just a solid team. So I feel good. I feel good. Now, we're here in Tampa Bay, and things are a little different here in Tampa Bay after that Buccaneer season, all right? It was a weird season because in an odd, peculiar way, it was almost a success because I know everybody, like if the season went the way it should have, we may not have been so down on Todd Bowles because you know how the season should have gone? The season should have gone like this, look, straight down. But it kind of did this. And I'm going to give it to Todd Bowles for that because if you could put an NFL team on the field minus your under tackle and your left tackle and your right tackle and your right guard and 3 receivers and figure out game plans and ways to win games, that's coaching, all right? Because what I'm hearing is people telling me that Todd Bowles is not a good coach. And listen, I was the one that said, okay, maybe it's time for a change. And I believe that. I also said it was time for a change for Tony Dungy and probably a few others. But now that we've retained Todd Bowles, okay, here's the part that bothers me. And I listened to Pat Donovan to speak on it this morning on 620. The things that bother me is when fan bases complain about retaining a coach. Okay, so we went through a little grace period where the Bucks didn't know what they were going to do. And we were like, fire him. Some people like retain him. Some people like fire his assistants. So a lot of different things out there. Now that the Bucks have retained Todd Bowles, stop saying fire him because it sounds stupid. Okay? It sounds bad as a fan base because Todd Bowles is the future of this team. Regardless what you think. If you're a Buccaneer fan, cheer for Todd Bowles next year. And you should cheer for Todd Bowles getting the right offensive coordinator and right players in here. And you should cheer for Jason Light too, because in week 5, Jason Light and Todd Bowles were the best things since sliced bread. And now everybody's telling me that Todd Bowles can't coach. So it's not quite that easy as pointing a finger as going, that's the reason. And I don't think Todd Bowles was the reason last year. I really don't. And if Todd Bowles got fired, and it was a possibility, don't know if he would right away would have went out there and got another head coaching job. He sure enough would have got a defensive coordinator job. Kind of like a Mike McDaniels, to where, he's going to have to reestablish himself like a Raheem Morris, and then maybe get another chance. Sometimes in your first go-around, you don't get it. Not everybody got it. Bill Belichick didn't get it his first go-around. He didn't get it. I heard stories of Bill Belichick in his first go-around that made me think, whoa, that's Bill Belichick? So, listen, I think we have a good coach. And I'm cheering for Todd Bowles. And I'm cheering that he brings in the right people in here to get what we have. Because when you keep on asking for something new, sometimes you're like, damn, the grass ain't greener. We might get somebody else in here and you go, God damn, I tell you what, 8-9 and 9-8 doesn't sound that damn bad anymore. Because we never really rock bottomed. And I think that's a sign of good coaching. And, just finished watching Raise the Flags, a documentary, wonderful if you haven't watched it, it's fantastic. And business-wise, I trust the Glazers. I don't trust them. I trust the Glazers. I think I'm going to sit here and question the Glazers' business acumen. Why? They're 1,000 times better businessmen than me. Jason Light knows substantially more football than me. So I just think it's easy to stand back and evaluate people and say, that guy's got to go, but you don't even know what we're bringing in yet. And now that Todd Bowles is here, as a base, let's get on his side, because we're Buccaneer fans. And if we turn on our coach, that doesn't say much on the base. It really doesn't. I see Tomlin just stepped aside. Every once in a while I would hear murmurs, oh, we got to fire Tomlin. I look at them and go, shame on you. Shame. Because he's a good coach. And you have no idea who they're going to bring in, but you still want to fire your coach. So watch what you ask for. And if Todd Bowles does go eventually, I'm going to remind you guys, when it first starts up, I'm going to go, is it better? Because it's not always better. It really isn't. And I do have faith in the Glazers and Jason Light to know what the hell they're doing, because I had faith in them earlier in the season. So I don't flip-flop like that. All right? Now, once again, huge game tonight. My Hoosiers taking on those stankin' Hurricanes. I got $100 on it with the great Warren Sapp. And, I don't get excited very often about many things other than my money and family. Probably that's about it. But I'm actually excited about tonight's game. And I'm not much of a prognosticator either. But I'm going to make a prediction. And I'll eat crow afterwards if I'm wrong, and I've been wrong before. Indiana's too much for Miami. They ain't seen that. Indiana 31, Miami 13. You heard it here first. And Warren, I'll give you my Zelle number. I appreciate your money. Everybody enjoy the game tonight, everybody. Go Bucks. Go IU.
You know, some lawyers want to look like superheroes on a billboard, but which lawyers are regarded as superheroes in the courtroom? Trust the expertise of board certification.
Call Maney and Gordon or visit us at fightnegligence.com.